We're up here hauling some logs today. Let's see. But I thought I'd take a moment to talk about all the dealership problems that I get calls about, like, all the time. The modern dealership, they suck at their job. Well, especially when it comes to repairs. I don't know much on the sales side. I don't have any. I'm not rich enough to buy anything new. That's why I run old stuff. But on the side of our mechanic business, we get calls all the time because people take their stuff to the dealer, because the dealer used to be the place to get things done and get it done really well. Those days have kind of passed, it seems like, and the prices are outrageous and the quality is terrible. And I don't know what the next step is for, I don't know, the industrial market as to what's going to happen. I think we need to re-gear and kind of get back into our days of rebuilding, because in all reality, when it comes down to it, our equipment technology, as far as power, efficiency goes, we haven't made any huge leaps. And so you could put together, you know, you can start putting together our old equipment and kind of rebuilding it and setting it up. And when I say old equipment, 90s is old equipment now. Even early 2000s. And that's the era that I'm saying really hasn't changed much in technology. We've got auto steer and things like that. If you get into the ag world, that has changed quite a bit. But a lot of that can be retrofitted on your old equipment. The tough part is that a warranty almost isn't worth anything anymore, because the timing and the parts availability is so bad for even brand new equipment that you can buy a brand new piece of equipment, but if it's down for 3 months for a warranty repair, what good does that do you? So I don't know if we're in this situation strictly because of bean counters, insurance agencies, and lawyers, right? So they've run out all the little dealers, mostly because of the bottom line numbers are all that matter now, and so they got rid of all of the little dealers that really did everybody well and kept a good relationship. And John Deere is down to, I don't even know if there's 15 different dealers in the whole United States. Same thing with Caterpillar, and I think Bobcat's still fairly diverse, but Bobcat is a whole other subject on how terrible their parts and availability and service is. It's trash. Their warranty work on newer equipment they can't even get parts for some reason, even though the machine's still being made. Take 2 months to get you in your parts that went down. And so I'm trying not to rabbit trail too much on this video, but kind of stay where, because of our current situation with the dealers being so bad at what they do, I'm hoping not so much just for my business, but for the United States as a whole, that we get back into that rebuilding world and that we take care of our old equipment. And if you want to be into the emission stuff, there's nothing greener that you can do than reuse your old stuff and keep it going, instead of buying an entirely new thing and then hauling yours off to scrap. But yeah, when you talk trucks, the only thing that really has made big leaps and bounds, I'm going to compare this from let's say the 90s even to now, is creature comfort in the cab. And that's something that can be fixed for fairly cheap. And even the only companies that I see that get along well with new equipment are turning it in every, gee whiz, it seems like every couple of years, like every year they're turning it back in. It's hitting that warranty and they get rid of it. And then we rabbit trail down how hard the manufacturers have worked. It's kind of fun to watch. Manufacturers have worked to make sure that you can't have any aftermarket parts or support. Eaton Fuller has done a really good job of making sure that there's, I take that back. There's a good amount of aftermarket stuff. PACCAR is probably the worst. Bobcat is terrible. Cummins, there's a good aftermarket support stuff for. Cat has the best parts availability for OEM and dealership stuff compared to any of them. I don't care what anybody says. But then, going I have such a hard time keeping on track because my thoughts jump around. But going back to the dealer's service quality as a whole, the dealer tech is not a mechanic anymore. They're a tech that can read a book, or nowadays your laptop that tells you how to go through all of your repair procedures, and if it's outside of the book, we can't do it, right? And so they don't get taught to think. And this is higher ed. The problem with America that I think anyways is they only teach you to think inside that book. You got to think outside the book, and we've lost those mechanics. They've retired. Some dealers still have some great mechanics in them, but they've been slapped on the wrist for thinking outside the box too many times and getting a job done that wasn't per protocol, so that they just sit back and keep their mouth shut and they're hanging tight till retirement, not teaching the new guys anything, and I don't blame them. But yeah, we've got to do something about it. I wish I had a straight answer, but I guess it's kind of keeping your old stuff going here for a while, mostly just because, especially now, the COVID trade-in values are down. The premium of the new equipment's still up, and so it's going to be worth your time and money to put your old equipment back together. As far as buying new equipment, don't shop brands anymore. Shop parts and service and see which dealer has the best parts and service, and that's the piece of equipment you go buy. There are some small mom and pop shop dealers around still, but you're going to be in that off-brand equipment. When I say off-brand, not as popular. You're not going to be buying Cat or John Deere from a mom and pop anymore, which is a bummer. There's a lot of good, like, Massey Ferguson dealers, and JCB. I do like JCB equipment. We've had some problems with their parts being just seemingly outrageous, but I can't say that I haven't had the same problem with everybody else. So yeah, if you're going to buy a new piece of equipment, and it's tough too, especially if you're in the logging world, you're really limited to dealers, but most everybody else you can kind of shop around. You get into the high horsepower dryland tractors, that's going to be tough. You'll be limited on the market there, but all your smaller and medium sized equipment, shop around. Shop mom and pop dealers, shop their service department, see what they know, and that's what you're going to go buy, because anymore your warranty isn't worth a shit because they can't even get the job done in a timely manner. So this was probably a rabbit trail, squirrel thoughts all over the place, but I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.